Imagine spending every waking moment thinking about her, wondering how she feels about you, replaying every conversation, and second-guessing yourself after every text. Now imagine what would happen if, for just 1 week, you stopped all of that. That's right. What if you detached completely? Most men believe the secret to respect in a relationship is constant effort, attention, and being available on demand. But here's the truth. A woman only respects you when you detach completely, when you show, not just say, that you're secure with yourself, with or without her. So, let's get real about detachment. First, this isn't about manipulation or icy silence. It's not some game to play or a cold war to wage. Detachment, in its true form, is the art of having your own life, your goals, and your self-worth untouched by another person's approval or disapproval. This is about creating an environment where respect can actually thrive. But what actually happens is if you make your partner the center of your universe, you start orbiting them. Your own needs and individuality fall away, and dependency rises. When a man becomes overly focused, overly available, or constantly seeks affirmation, it creates a power imbalance. Neediness, even if well-intentioned, never attracts respect. It breeds complacency or even resentment. There's psychology behind this. We are wired to be drawn toward people who stand firmly on their own 2 feet. It's not just about romance. It's a universal law of human relationships. We respect independence. We respect boundaries. We respect those who are not afraid to say no or to walk away from what does not serve them. In relationships, especially, when you show you have your own values, interests, and passions, a woman is drawn to the strength of your identity, not the shadow of hers in which you hide. Take Tom's story, for example. When Tom, through frustration and heartbreak, finally stepped back to rebuild his own life, started reconnecting with his own hobbies, friends, and ambitions, the dynamic shifted overnight. Their relationship, which had been strained for months, suddenly became lighter. Conversation flowed, and, most strikingly, respect returned from both sides. This all begs the question, why does detachment work? Because it's rooted in one simple fact. The highest value you bring to any relationship is yourself. When you stop trying to control or possess, stop chasing and instead cultivate your own freedom, you shift from dependency to devotion, from fear to true presence. You stop romanticizing the bare minimum, and you become your own minimum, a person with standards, dignity, and peace. Now, culture has drilled into us that we should always give more. Men are told, if you don't give her everything, she'll lose interest. If you pull back, you'll lose her. To master detachment, communication is key, not just with your partner, but with yourself. Detaching with love means caring without controlling, encouraging growth without sacrificing your own. It's refusing to abandon compassion, but also refusing to abandon your boundaries. It means saying, I support you and want the best for you, but I won't lose myself for you. This is the ground from which respect grows. If you're struggling with letting go, especially from someone who doesn't want you, realize that clinging is never the pathway to healthy connection. Holding on when you're not wanted drains your self-esteem and clouds your perspective. Embrace acceptance, practice self-love, and have the courage to walk forward alone if needed. This hurts. It's a process, not a switch. But detachment in this way gives space for the right kind of love to come in, one built on mutual respect and freedom. So, how do you do it? When manipulation or conflict bubbles up, respond firmly, saying, I'm not engaging in this right now. Every step back is a step toward regaining clarity and breathing room. Next, redirect that energy into yourself. This isn't about wallowing. It's about rebuilding. Pour into your own hobbies, reconnect with old friends, try new experiences, journal, exercise, learn, create. As you do, you'll get clarity about what you actually want and need, versus what you've been told you should feel. This self-focus is not selfishness, it's survival. If you're not happy alone, you'll never be happy together. Detachment is not about disengaging from life, love, or emotion. It's about stepping outside of neediness and desperation. It's about acknowledging your feelings, working through loss, and learning how to let go without glossing over pain. You don't become numb, you become real. Also, if you're ready to fast-track your success, check out my new course in the description or comments for exclusive strategies. Eventually, as you detach, you'll find peace, clarity, and a sense of power you never thought possible. The result is a new quality of relationships, ones built on mutual respect, autonomy, and, yes, attraction. Let's talk practically for a minute. People worry, if I detach, I'll lose her. Here's the reality, you might, but what's worse is losing yourself by holding on to someone who doesn't respect you. If you detach with intent, with love, rather than resentment, you'll quickly see who is willing to step up to match your energy. If she responds with anger or manipulation, she was never going to respect you. If she responds with interest, curiosity, and renewed effort, she's recognizing your true value. For men who chronically overgive, who always chase and never get chased, detachment feels terrifying at first. Your instincts scream at you to check in, explain yourself, apologize, or try harder. Ignore those voices. The irony of detachment is that what you fear most, distance, and maybe even temporary loneliness, is exactly what opens the door for genuine, lasting intimacy. When you no longer chase what diminishes you, when you stop tolerating confusion, drama, or the bare minimum, your standards rise. You stop needing someone to validate your worth, and from that place of authenticity, you attract either the right partner or live in contentment without one. What does this look like day to day? If you're in a relationship and sense disrespect, don't react emotionally, don't beg, don't explain excessively. Pull back and let actions speak. Stop chasing, start living. Make plans with friends. Refocus on your work or passion. When you interact, do so with kindness, but avoid emotional dependence. She may test your resolve, push back, try to re-engage in drama. Hold firm. If those boundaries and detachment cause the relationship to collapse, let it. Communication improves. Both people bring their best selves. There is less fighting and more listening. Attraction returns, often stronger than ever. A lot of people wonder, will she ever come back? The answer, you have no control over that. Detachment is not a trick to win someone back, but a philosophy that ensures you never lose yourself for another person. If respect and love follow, that's because you truly attracted it, not because you compelled it. For those struggling to apply this, here are some mindsets to remember. Your life is not measured in how anyone feels about you. You are responsible for your own happiness. You are the source of your own validation. People who respect themselves naturally command respect from others. You must be willing to lose relationships, to risk loneliness, in order to cultivate respect and genuine love. Anything built on dependency and control will eventually collapse. Detachment is not stagnation, it's growth. The right kind of love grows in space where both people are individually whole and choose to be together for the right reasons, not out of fear, habit, or desperation. Let's dig even deeper. Detachment isn't just about romantic relationships. Practice emotional detachment with family, friends, even at work. Don't hinge your self-worth on someone else's opinions or affection. Love freely, work passionately, but always keep firm boundaries between your value and anyone else's reactions. Emotional independence is the foundation of all deep respect. If you're afraid to detach, if the idea of losing someone paralyzes you, recognize this for what it is, an invitation to grow stronger. Fear of abandonment keeps people stuck in low-quality relationships, stuck chasing, stuck begging. True detachment is letting go of outcomes, letting go of the need to be chosen, and instead choosing yourself every single day. Only from that place can you invite real, lasting partnership in. The world does not end. Your worth does not diminish, and the pain of loss is temporary. If you doubt this, let time do its work. All growth takes time, and detachment is a process, sometimes weeks, sometimes months. Be patient with yourself and trust the healing that comes. Ultimately, the final measure is this: are you still in relationship with yourself? Have you kept your center, your soul, your dignity intact, no matter what anyone else does? That is what women sense instinctively and respond to, whether consciously or not. That is what sets apart the magnetic man from the desperate one. When you learn to detach completely, respect follows from yourself first, and then from those you invite into your life. So, next time you catch yourself obsessing, chasing, needing, pause. Ask yourself, am I holding on out of love or out of fear? Is my value dependent on this person, or am I choosing myself first? Thanks for watching. If you want to get the results you wish for fast, then check my limited time offer on my new course, which will skyrocket your success in dating. Click the link right now down below in the description or in the comments and grab this opportunity. See you in there.